Hello students, welcome to Vision Q YouTube channel. Today we're gonna discuss vocabulary of English, and in vocabulary for the first time we're gonna discuss with our root words, suffixes, affixes and prefixes. So in root word itself we're gonna discuss affixes. Affixes, in the name itself there is two kind of things, that is suffix and prefix, come under the heading of affix. So let's move to our video now. Let's move to the class. So before going in details about the root words, we're gonna first discuss about vocabulary. Now, what is vocabulary as a whole? Vocabulary is like an umbrella term, and in that term we have everything under it. So let's see what vocabulary actually means. Vocabulary is the entire range or body of words that are used in a particular language. Particular language is any kind of language. It can be your mother tongue, it can be English or any other foreign language as well, where the word stock, whenever we say vocabulary, it's the word stock that we have in our mind, the word stock that we collect, and that consists of your vocabulary. So vocabulary is nothing but the entire range or body of words that we have according to our knowledge of a particular language. So that's all about vocabulary. Now let's move to the next thing. That is, many English words are formed by taking basic words and adding combinations of prefixes and suffixes to them. So there are many words that come in English, mainly in English, that have affixes, that are prefixes and suffixes. Many words are formed from other language. They took other words from other languages, and it forms a new word here. So in English, by taking basic words and adding combinations of prefixes and suffixes. So as the name suggests, prefixes. Prefixes is like something that we add in front of it. Prefix, pre means that comes in front of it, and suffix obviously after the word. So in English you have many words which is a combination of the main word and prefixes and suffixes, and a basic word to which affixes. Here, like I said, affixes, in the umbrella term affixes, it comes prefixes and suffixes are added is called a root word. The main word where you will add the prefix or the suffix to form a new word is called the root word, the main word. Usually we carry a main word from the language where we gonna try and introduce a new word, and we add affix or suffix from the other language. So the root word is nothing but the root word is also a word in its own right. Just like I mentioned, the root word also have its own properties. The root word consists of its own properties, that is, it can stand alone as well because it already exists in our dictionary. Next you have, for example, the word lovely. Here you have the word lovely. Now lovely, this word lovely consists of the word love. The word lovely consists of the word love, and it has suffix ly. That is, the word love has been made into a new word by adding suffix ly. Ly has been added after the word love, so here it's called suffixes. And in contrast, a root is the basis of a new word. So root is nothing but a basis of a new word. That is, to form a new word, you will need something, a word that has been already existed in the dictionary. Then only we can make new words. So root word is nothing but something that has been existed in the dictionary from a long time ago. But it does not typically form a standalone word on its own. For example, the word reject. Here you have the word reject. So always remember, there will be two different types of words. That is, one word that will stand alone, that can stand alone, that will also be a root word. There will be some root word that can't stand alone. For example, the words like reject. So we can make rejected or whatever it may be, but reject can't stand alone as a root word. Why? Here we can see, because it is made of the prefix re. So it's not a single word because it has been made from a word re by adding prefixes re and the Latin root ject. Here the root word is not reject, but the word is ject, and in front of ject we have added re. That is, it doesn't belong to English as a whole, and it can't stand alone to form a new meaning, which is not a standalone word. Yes, obviously it is not a standalone word because you can't form a new word from this. It has been taken from Latin root word. And here I would like to mention, English have words from Latin and Greek it's very common. We can use many Latin and Greek words in English, and English is such a language which borrow words from other language as well, which we will discuss in the later part of the video. So this is all about your vocabulary and root words. So let's move to our next slide here. In the next slide, we're gonna start with some Latin words that have Latin root. Means like I mentioned in the previous slide, that English is such a language where you can have Latin and Greek words. So first of all, we're gonna discuss some Latin words here, and the first Latin word here is ambi. Here the first Latin word is your ambi, and definition or meaning of ambi is both. That is both of them. Two. We know both ya fir anything that is in pair. So first Latin word, the word that has been formed from the root word ambi, here you can see it's ambiguous. So ambiguous, you will have to find two other words related to it, that is ambiguous, and ambiguous means open to more than one I will write it down here. Open to more than one interpretation. The next word here you have ambidextrous. We know what is ambidextrous. We have seen it in some movies as well. For example, in 3 Idiots we have seen a person will write with two hands, and ambidextrous is nothing but a person having the ability to write with two hands. So ambidextrous is able to use right and left hand equally. Able to use left and right hand equally. Right hand equally. So this is your ambidextrous that has been formed from the root word ambi. Next you have ambivalent. So here the root word ambi consists of the word ambivalent, and ambivalent is nothing but it means uncertain. Ya fir to be uncertain. So these are very common words that we keep on discussing, that we keep on mentioning in our day-to-day life, but we are not being aware about the root words or any kind of words that has been taken from it. So it's very important for you people to learn English. That is, you will have to be clear about the vocabulary part first, so that you have word stock in a huge amount, so that you can go and introduce yourself in such a way that the word stock doesn't get limited, because you will need it in synonyms and antonyms, one word substitutions, idioms and phrases, and any other things. So it's very beneficial for you people to learn about the root words, especially the Greek and Latin words that has been here in the English dictionary from a long period of time. So let's move to our next word, that is ambiguity. Here you have ambi, and that is ambiguity. Ambiguity is like quality of being open to more than one. So ambiguity is quality of being open to more than one. Open to more than one. So this is your ambiguity. Next, with the word ambitious, we have ambitious, and ambitious, we all know ambitious is, you people are ambitious to pass your examination. So ambitious is certain or determination. This is determination. Next you have ambience. Ambience, like we mention it about in our day-to-day life. We say the ambience of the hall, the ambience of the meeting, the ambience of the place. So ambience is nothing but ambience is the environment. Ambience is the environment. And the last word here, with the root word ambi is ambiparous. So ambiparous is having trees having both flowers and leaves. So some trees you have, some trees doesn't have flowers in it, some trees sometimes doesn't have incision, they don't have leaves in it, but a tree that consists of flowers and leaves equally are called ambiparous, having both leaves and flowers. Leaves and flowers. So these are some words that has been taken from the Latin root word ambi. So I will ask you people to find out other words related to or taken from the Latin root word ambi and just comment it down in the comment section. So these are some of the words from Latin word ambi. So that now we will move to the other words. Now we will move to the other Latin word, that is aqua. So we all know this is a very common word that we keep on repeating in our day-to-day life, that is aqua. We also have aquaguard in our home as well. So this is your aqua. So aqua means, obviously aqua means water. This word typically means water, and every word formed from this Latin word have water in its meaning. So it becomes very easy and common for us to remember this word, this Latin word, because it's related to water. So here the first one is aquarium. We all know aquarium means a fish tank. It's a fish tank, an artificial habitation for fish. Artificial habitation for fish or marine animals. Marine animals. So aquarium is, we all have aquarium at our home. So we all are aware of aquarium. So next you have aquamarine. So aquamarine is, it's like a color. Aquamarine is a color and it's nothing but light bluish color. Because it's related to water, so this color is called aquamarine. Light bluish color is called aquamarine color. Next you have aquatic. Aquatic is related to water. It is related to water. Related to water. Next you have aquifers, aquaculture, and then aqueous. Let's move to the next word, that is your aquifers. Aquifers is a body of a preamble rock. It's nothing but a body of a preamble rock. This is related to rock, but that has been formed through the cutting or from abrupt. So aquifers, next word you have is aquifers. Aquifers is body of a preamble rock which can contain or transmit groundwater. So it is, you can simply write body of a preamble rock. Body of a preamble rock. Now next is your aquaculture. We all know agriculture. Now here you have aquaculture. Agriculture, we know the crops that we keep on growing. The farmers work there. So aquaculture is rearing of aquatic animals. So aquaculture is rearing of aquatic animals and plants. Aquatic animals and plants as well. So these are your aquaculture. And the last word with this is aqueous. Aqueous is like water. Aqueous is nothing, but if you have to compare someone or something similar to water, then we will say aqueous. So it's nothing but like water. So these are some of the words came from the Latin root word aqua. So Aqua means water, and these are some of the common words that keeps on repeating itself in English dictionary. So be careful whenever you will write down or use these words, because it has come from the Latin word aqua. So now we will move to the next word formed from the Latin word. And the next word here you have is odd. A-U-D, odd. So odd means to hear. Odd is nothing but it's here. We say audio, or we say hear, to hear, but actually the main word, the Latin root word odd itself means audio or to listen something. So here also you have many words that has been from the Latin word odd, and here you have is the first word here is audience. It has been from the word odd. This is audience, and audience is nothing but someone who keeps on looking at something, enjoy something, that is typically the spectators. So here you have odd, that is spectators. Next you have audition. This is your audition. Audition we all know, to do something for our job purpose or any other thing, to give demo actually. So the meaning of audition is nothing but demo. So the next word here is audio-visual. So the word audio-visual means using both sight and sound. So using both sight and sound. So this is your audio visual. Next you have auditor. So auditor is person who is assigned to examine something, so who looks after something. That type of person or that particular person is called auditor. So it's the meaning of auditor is person who is assigned to examine. Person who is assigned to examine. Who is assigned to examine. Examine. So next you have the last word for this is auditorium. So auditorium, we all know auditorium is theatre hall. Auditorium is theatre hall. So these are some of the words that come under the Latin word odd and formed from the Latin word odd. So in this series we have discussed some of the words that is with the alphabetical order. In alphabetical order we will keep on discussing the words. So today we have discussed the alphabetical order, we have gone through alphabetical order. So we have started with A, and with A we have discussed odd, aqua and other things related to it. So I want you people to find other words, other root words that you will get, and find words and comment down in the comment section below. So these were the words come under the alphabetical order of A. In the next video, we will come with other words, other root words that starting from B, and before and till then, I want you people to find out root words related to A and comment down in the comment section below. We will continue this series in the next video with other words, other root words. So thank you for today.